Revenue, last year we did 120 million revenue.
I sold Homeserve for £4.1 billion last year.
Over double-digit millions of revenue.
I think the biggest opportunity in our industry right now is probably...
I think people need to ask themselves that question. What problem are you solving?
Yo, my people, welcome back to the Venture Room, the #1 platform for aspiring entrepreneurs. Where are we today, bro?
Today we are at Idea Fest in Tring, and we're going to be speaking to some of the most successful entrepreneurs in the country. So hopefully we get to speak to Simon Squibb today, Olivia and Dan Corey from Trip, and some other entrepreneurs, and we're going to be asking them how to get from 0 to 10k a month and scaling it up to $1 million. So yeah, stay tuned, it's going to be a banger.
You're alright. Stress.
What do you do for a living?
I'm the founder of Homeserve and now the chairman. I sold Homeserve for £4.1 billion last year.
How did you start out?
I was running a property management business in Newcastle upon Tyne. We couldn't get plumbers in Newcastle on a Friday evening for the emergencies. So we thought that's the big idea. That then turned into doing for plumbing what the AA were doing for vehicle breakdowns, so selling it as an annual membership product.
So what do you think was the biggest skill set that contributed to your success?
I think it's those inherent skills of an entrepreneur. It's persistence, curiosity, learning from others. It's about that persistence and courage and knowing that you can make it happen.
Yeah, and if you were to start again today, how would you go from 0 to £10,000 a month and then scale it on?
Do it really small, copy from others, pivot the model. The organisation that can provide great help is Enterprise Nation. So go online and have a look at all the startup advice that they can provide.
Yeah. And in your opinion, what's the difference between a £1 million CEO to a £1 billion CEO? What are the different mind frames?
Most of those successful entrepreneurs, there are 56 in the UK that are still involved in a business today that is worth more than £1 billion. And most of those will have hired fantastic teams. They will have brought on board a professional chief exec that's done it before that helped them scale a business.
And then last question, if you were to go back to yourself, what advice would you give to yourself starting out your career?
Don't try and do too much. Be much more focused, have a not-to-do list, do less better.
Wicked. Appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yes, guys, that was an incredible interview. Got to speak to Richard, who's done incredible things with Homeserve and managed to sell his business for multi-billion pounds. Incredible. The main takeaway I got from that is delegate. So the difference between someone who is in a £1 million versus a £1 billion mindset is focused on delegation, not working in the business, but working on the business while hiring someone to work in the business. And then another takeaway is find a mentor and be persistent. Whether you have to email them 100 times or call them 100 times, just do it until you get a response. You get a yes or a no, but at least you have an answer. So yeah, let's keep it going.
The woman just run up to his face. Hi. Give the man some space. Yes, guys, so the day has started off well. We've literally just turned up. We saw Simon Squibb in the corner. And obviously he's doing amazing things, got a very similar mission to us. So basically went over, we spoke to him.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen you guys. Yeah.
He actually said he's seen our stuff before, which is amazing. And he said that he follows, so we need to check that out for sure. But we're going to get an interview with him. Stay tuned, it's going to be a banger.
What are you going to say to the crowd?
Well, I'm just going to tell them, yeah, fuck fast fashion.
What do you both do for a living?
We found a grenade.
Wicked. How much is the business generating?
I haven't said what I do. I'm a stripper.
How much is the business generating in revenue at the moment?
Revenue, last year we did 120 million revenue, so yeah, £600 million business.
That's incredible.
But I think success is like when you enjoy the journey. So like we never focused on the destination. It was always the business journey, and that's really important.
How did you start Grenade?
Oh, with a £500 startup loan. So that was it.
We had an idea. We had a distribution business before, so selling other people's products to gyms and health clubs, and thought we could do it differently.
Yeah, and we like the idea of making fat burners, so we did, and now we make protein bars. I can't take you seriously. I think it's because I'm holding a cake.
Circumstances so
because you're talking into a little furry one.
I am talking to a little furry one.
So
I feel like I'm a low-budget porn film.
Oh my God. What did you do to differentiate yourself in the market? Because there's loads of brands out there.
Well, we did something in a grenade-shaped container, so it was really strongly branded, and we wanted a global brand. It didn't matter what language you spoke, where you were in the world, you'd know what it was called by the look and feel of it.
And why grenade?
Well, ours military nuts.
I like military shit.
How would you start from scratch and go from maybe 0 to 10K for someone who's watching now, inspired by you?
Something that you're genuinely passionate about, that can have that mass market appeal, that isn't too personal to you. You believe in it, but it's going to appeal to more people than just you.
Yeah.
So I think that's really, really important.
How did you get your product into some of the biggest companies in the world?
You just don't give up. You're going to get knocked back. You take no for an answer, and then you go and sell it to someone else. So, just don't get defeated. If you're looking at websites or buyers, this is just one product in 100, 200 that they see.
Yeah.
So just don't give up. Just keep going. And if you've got genuine belief in it, just, keep going.
I think I'd add to that, be likeable.
Yeah.
Have you been here all day?
Thanks for that. Right, we're going to go.
Thank you guys. Really
Thank you.
Take care.
Nice to meet you,
All
I
right.
think.
Lovely to talk to you. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Cheers.
But no, that's not true.
might be my worst one today. Guys trying to balance the umbrella. His arm got wet. What do you do for a living, Olivia?
I'm the co-founder of Trip.
Trip. And what's Trip?
Have one with me, one I made earlier. We're a drinks brand with a lot of functional benefits.
And then how much revenue is the business generating now?
We've grown extremely quickly, so over double-digit millions of revenue, fastest growing food and drinks brand in the UK in the last 15 years. So I've got wrinkles, but yeah.
That's incredible. And then how did you start out?
Completely randomly, personal experience that kind of led us on this journey of discovery of functional ingredients that are natural, help you deal with stress, and launched a company randomly after that.
And then how much money did you start out with building your company?
So it was all savings. The first year probably cost us 80 grand.
Wow, 80 grand. What do you think it was about yourselves and Trip that differentiated yourselves from other drinks brands out there?
I think we didn't think of it like a drink. So we thought of it as something, a lifestyle product you could have on the go, places that you went anyway. I didn't like the idea that to get something healthy, you had to go to a special health shop. I want to grab it at my local pub, my bar, my gym.
If you were to start all over again, speaking to someone who's inspired by you, wants to start their own drinks brand, what's the step-by-step process you would do to replicate what you've done so far?
So ours started without a plan. It's like a very unexpected thing. So if that's your starting point, it can be very powerful at giving you purpose and reason to understand why you want to do what you want to do. We had to think about format. So we were like, we love these ingredients. Nobody understands them. People think they taste bad. What is easy to understand and what tastes good? Drinks. You put this in front of anyone, any country, any age, any language. They know exactly what to do. So okay, it's got to be easy. Got to taste amazing. And from there, you've got to think, well, how's someone going to get it? They've got to go to a website or go to a shop, and then you just approach what you call distribution. You've got to get it out there so people can find it.
Do you have any negotiation tactics to stand out?
If your product is good, send product. There's nothing more convincing like feeling it, holding it, tasting it. If they say no, be very gracious, but a no is not a no. So if someone says, I don't have space for this product, I don't know where it's going to go in my shop, be like, I hear you. How about I give you one free case this week and another free case next week, and if it works, you'll maybe reconsider buying it. Something like that.
And then if you were to go back to the beginning of your journey, what would you do differently? Or what advice would you give to yourself starting out?
This is a funny one because I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. We have very little regret. Our perspective is always to try and learn from what happened and see the positive. A lot of people often ask, what would you do differently? What would you change? And there's so many things that go wrong all the time, every day, that I think if you dwell on trying to change things that aren't in your control, it's not the best way that we work. We work in a much better way as a team when we're constantly moving forward, which, good and bad to not maybe reflect enough. But if we reflect too much, it can become overwhelming in how much you need to overcome.
Overthinking, right? Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
What do you do for a living?
So I own a training company.
How does it work?
So we do marketing training, sales training. We run mastermind programs for business owners, entrepreneurs.
Oh, nice. How long have you been doing it?
I don't want to tell you how old I am.
Do some maths.
I'm 41. There you go.
Oh, you're young, man. You're young. What's the company kind of turning over at the moment? What level have you got to?
Yeah, so currently we turn over around 4 million a year.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah, it's a lot of hard work. It took us a long time to get there, but we do all right.
Just to kind of take it back, so we're talking to a young entrepreneur. They're broke, living at home. How do they make their first tailor? How would you get from 0 to 10k a month?
Simple. First of all, you got to work out who is your product or service for specifically. Like, who are they? What are their pain points? What promise can you make, or what result do you want to get them? And then I'd say, who do I already know that meets that criteria? And I'd reach out to them direct. People you already know, you've probably already got them in your phone book. You could WhatsApp them, voice note, video, you could ring them, you can text them. Like, make conversations happen with those people. Ultimately, at the start, it's a sales game. You don't need to be spending money on ads. You don't need a fancy website, loads of followers on Instagram. I know you guys have, but you don't need that to start with. It's much quicker to just go, who do I know that needs what I've got? Make phone calls, set up meetings, you know, come to events, meet people that might be your ideal customer or client, and have conversations.
It's true, man.
And I always ask myself, when you know who your ideal client or customer is, where are they hanging out? Is it on Bond Street? Is it at Ideas Fest? If your ideal client is into fitness, there's going to be a completely different place that you'd go to meet and connect with them.
Yeah, I love that, man. What's the biggest opportunity in your industry for entrepreneurs?
I think the biggest opportunity in our industry right now is probably it's standing out, it's being different.
Any last messages for entrepreneurs?
My advice would be, as I already said, get out there, have conversations with the people who you can help, who you can impact, and go make them sales, because they won't make themselves.
I love it. Where can they find you? What's the Instagram?
Instagram is @NickJamesEvents. It's probably the best place to find me. DM me. I manage the DMs myself. I'd love to hear from you.
I love it, man. Thanks for your time.
Come on then, you.
Oh, shit. Simon, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. I know you've been very busy today.
Yeah, it's a little bit busy.
Yeah? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling excited about life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. My name's Jamal, by the way. I'm from the Venture Room. We're trying to inspire young entrepreneurs. A bit like yourself, actually. So, first of all, what do you do for a living?
I help people's dreams happen.
How's it going?
Couldn't be better. Now I've got a community behind me, 168,000 people on helpbnk.com, all helping each other every single day, so it's pretty exciting.
What did you do before you did Help Bnk?
I've been doing social media for 5 years, business education for free, going live every day on social media and trying to teach people business for free. Yeah. Before that, I had a company called Fluid, which I sold to PricewaterhouseCoopers for more money than I ever need.
How did you start out in your journey with the business?
Well, I was homeless at 15, and so I had no choice but to start a company because I couldn't get a job. And then I realised that at school they had deliberately not taught me how to start a business. Yeah. It's all teachable. And so then I'm like, why has the school system not taught me what is very, very useful to know? Yeah. And so I've been on a mission ever since to fix the education system. But yeah, I mean, I just started a business at 15 because I couldn't get a job. Yeah. Thank God.
So we're talking to an entrepreneur at home, he might be early 20s, trying to find his path. How does he find his purpose?
Well, the first is a lot of people do know their purpose, they're just sabotaging it. Yeah. So they're letting fear override what they're naturally good at, what they naturally like doing. I mean, a school system will ask you, what will you do when you grow up? That's the mistake. What you should be asking is, what problem will you solve? And then you're free to have 5, 6, 7 different things that you do to achieve that problem you're solving. I think people need to ask themselves that question. What problem are you solving?
I think that's where I went wrong, because it's always about, okay, how much money can I make?
Totally.
But it's how can you impact the world, really?
Yeah, and you make a lot of money if you do impact the world. That's the irony. Yeah. If you chase money, it runs away. If you chase purpose, you have a very, very special life.
If you had to start again, how would you go from 0 to 10k a month for those that are trying to make that 10k?
How would I go from 0 to 10k a month? Yeah. I would not think about going to 10k a month. I would just think about keeping my costs down so I can do what I love for as long as possible until it makes enough money for me to be happy. I'm actually a bit sick of this 0 to 10k thing, because it's such a fucking thumbnail clickbait crap. It doesn't matter how much you earn, it matters how you spend the money and whether you enjoy your work. I know plenty of people on $1 million a month. I know 2 people that earn $1 million a month, the most miserable fuckers I've ever met. Yeah, they own houses, they rent it out, they're fucking miserable people. Never focused on the amount, focused on the enjoyment of making the amount. If you focus on how you make your money instead of how much money you make, you'll make a lot more than 10k and you won't even notice it.
Biggest opportunity today, do you think, for young people?
Purpose. You can live a life with purpose now.
So we've got a platform, we've got 110,000 followers. We do street interviews like yourself for entrepreneurs. How do we get our first sponsor? What's the best way to do that?
Who do you want as a sponsor?
Well, someone like Fiverr is like the dream.
Why do you want Fiverr?
Because we use Fiverr personally and it's changed our lives, and it made access to expert freelancers easy for us to do. So we've had a whole team through Fiverr, cost effective.
When you put this video up, tag Fiverr. Because you know what's important? You said something really important. The sponsors I work with personally are people I really believe in that can help the people I care about. So you just said something important. I use them, I like them. When you feel that way, make a list of 5 companies that you really feel that way about and target the fuck out of them. Tag them in this video, tag them in the comments, tell your viewers to comment and tag them, and then reach out to them and just do not stop till you get through to them because you genuinely like them. Therefore, it will be a genuinely easy sale to your audience, and you think your audience can get value. That's how I feel about them. My audience can get value from a partnership like that. You will have the same benefit.
Love that, man. Wow, what an interview, guys. Check out Help Bnk, check out Simon Squibb. More to come. Thank you so much. Oh my God. You know what? I've interviewed so many entrepreneurs, and that was probably the most impactful interview.
You say that about everyone.
No, I swear.
Very clever. Always say it about everyone.
Yes, guys, so that's it. Ideas Fest 2024 has wrapped up. We did spend a lot of it under umbrellas. The British weather is a nightmare, but we had a good time. We interviewed some amazing founders. How did you find it, bro?
Yeah, another really good day, even though the rain was raining on us. Yeah, I found it amazing, guys. It was a really good day. Even though it was raining, we got some really good takeaways. And yeah, comment your favorite takeaway down below and your favorite interview. And don't forget to join our school community. See you soon.